Joining us on 2K Sports, NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge.
Here we go.
And it's going to be Honolulu off the tip. Right, looking around. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Outside Irving, poked away. Pass to Wembanyama. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Coming off the floor for your home team.
Home team on D. Wembanyama, a screen. And there's the foul. It's on Coulibaly. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Pass to Irving. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And Wright throws it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Outside Irving. Pass to Brewer. Rejected by Banchero.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
It's taken away by Brewer. Ahead. And stolen by Wright. Here's Banchero. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And here is Wright. Outside Irving. They could use a bucket. Wembanyama with the rebound.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And again, it's Honolulu converting.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
There's a whistle. It's going to go on Corey Brewer. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
first quarter, about 3 minutes played. To the inside. Here's Brewer. Outside for Wembanyama.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Finally, after all those planks, someone comes through for them.
Yeah, the point is to score, so getting that first one, that always helps.
Buries it from three-point range.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
That one good for 2.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And here's Honolulu. They're on a 15-5 run. Wright sets a screen. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Irving, good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Kicks it out to Banchero. Here's Wembanyama. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw, no good. He doesn't get the second one.
That's a strange trip because typically he's pretty much money from there.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Wembanyama. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Wembanyama's got 15 points.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And finished off by Fareed.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. A 3 from Wembanyama. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Honolulu leads by 11. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Honolulu.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Here's Wembanyama slicing to the basket. Pass to Coulibaly. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Wembanyama with the bucket. He's got 17.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
And the basket by Jackson.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Wright. Outside Jackson. Irving looking over the floor. Wright outside. Outside Jackson. And it's Wright sending it back. Banchero with the ball. Now Wright defending. Banchero, that's good.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Out to the right wing. And Wembanyama with the flush.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Pass to right. Driving to the basket. Kicks it out to Banchero. And they turn over the 21st-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And it's Wright missing. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for Honolulu. Honolulu passing it around to the middle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
The kick out to Irving. And the three ball is good. Irving's got 8 points.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
In the corner, it's Brewer. With some arc. Rebound, Julius Irving. Wright with it. Now Wright defending. And stolen by Wright. Here's Koulibaly. Trains it from beyond the arc. Koulibaly's got the lead up to 14 now for Honolulu. It's Irving, top of the key. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to Honolulu.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
The kick out to Fareed. Pass to Jackson. Lets it go from deep. Brewer with the rebound.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
A three from Wembanyama. Kenneth Fareed pulls it in. Outside Irving. Inside. Outside for Jackson. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 10.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. In the corner, it's Brewer. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. And Honolulu leads by 16. Pass to Wright. Back to Irving. Got it up. And so it's Honolulu in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we'll be right back after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Chalmers with it. Pass to Ellison. It's stolen by Reddish. Oh, and a fast break for Honolulu. Here's Mobo. Ellison with the rebound.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two. Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Back to Chalmers. To the paint. Here's Koulibaly.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Here's Chalmers. With the drive, and Chalmers slams it in.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense.
Oh,
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Koulibaly, no good. Honolulu leading by 18. Chalmers outside. Outside, Covington. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Covington will hit threes, but he'll go down low and mix it up a bit too.
Now, Koulibaly. Pass to Chalmers. From downtown, Mobo with the rebound. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And it's Mario Chalmers with the three. Chalmers has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Koulibaly with it. And again, unable to change momentum here. Brent Koulibaly got a lot of minutes last season, and it's paid off.
Well, Kevin, I think this guy is hungry. I think he's hungry to prove that he can be an elite wing player in the league. His work ethic is top-notch. And this guy, if he goes at it defensively, can be on those all-defensive teams by the time his career is done.
Here he goes. And a strong finish with two hands.
Assisted.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Here's Mobo. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
And Honolulu making a change here. They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Shepard. Back to Reddish. Honolulu passing it around. Outside, Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Koulibaly gets it to go from beyond the arc. Koulibaly's got 5 points in the quarter.
And in nailing the three there, he puts a lid on what's been a huge run by Honolulu.
56 seconds left in the third. Pass to Mobo. Just 4 to shoot. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Mario Chalmers.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And he gets it to go.
He's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
And the basket by Chalmers.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
The three. Here's Mobo. Picked off in midair. And here's the fast break. And so it's Honolulu out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for Honolulu. Here's Banchero. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line.
First personal
That's
foul.
on Julius Erving.
First team foul.
And guys, that strength will serve Banchero really well in the league, and we're starting to see signs of it already.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has, becoming an elite competitor people fear almost instantly. They're loving the confidence, just rise and be free, and you know you can do this.
There's something to be said about knowing yourself. It allows him to shoot and shoot comfortably, even with taller defenders out there.
Pass to Irving. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Covington in the corner. Poke loose. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Brewer's shot is off. To the left wing. Here's Wembanyama for three.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Brings the three while he's being fouled, and he might be able to make this a 4-point play.
And that's a huge shot there, the three-pointer and the foul.
Not the kind of defensive play they were hoping for.
A great athlete and an even better human being. It's easy to love Julius Erving. What he brings to this team and also what he brings to the community.
Pass to Brewer. Wembanyama, a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stolen by Jackson. Down low. And it's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Home team ball.
Outside Irving. From the arc. And the rebound goes to Honolulu. Wembanyama with it. He's picked up by Irving. Pass to Wright. Here's Coulibaly. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Back to Irving. Launches it. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
Jackson misses.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Coulibaly. No good from outside. 1:57 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Brewer. Nailed from three-point land.
He's very smart about spotting up in transition, and no one rotated over to contest that one.
And Wright, here we go. And the dunk by Wright.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Wright for three. Wembanyama with the rebound. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. And that one's good. Right.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
5 on the clock. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Jackson from long range. And the rebound goes to Honolulu. Wembanyama outside. And Koulibaly gets it to go.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Pass to Irving. Floats one. It's blocked. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. We've got 28 seconds left in the game. And he's good on the three ball. And so it's Honolulu with it. On the wing, Koulibaly. Right outside. Deflects the pass. Brewer with the steal. And stolen by Wright. Pass to Banchero. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Irving from long range. Off target. So Honolulu wins it. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. And it's going to be Honolulu off the tip. Now, right. Wembanyama, a screen. And it goes down 2 points.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those. And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Count that one.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
It's his first trip to the line.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
Normally he sinks all of his free throws. The defense got lucky there.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
That's tipped. Stolen by Jackson. Now in transition is Brewer. Here we go. And Jackson throws it down.
Putting on a show. Jackson Jr. showing you what a big man can do at the rim.
And Richard, when it comes to Jaren Jackson, there's a lot to appreciate. My goodness.
Oh, I love that he can guard 1 through 5. Really a modern defensive NBA big man. He can go back to the basket or he can face up. He doesn't need the ball to make a huge impact. What separates Jaren from other bigs is he's got great confidence in his shot.
It's right on the wing. Banchero with the screen. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Wright. Wembanyama outside. 5 to shoot. Banchero outside. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Oh, how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
Basket good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for Honolulu. 3-point lead. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And they're on the break. Pass to Brewer. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Second team foul.
Here's Fareed. And it's all evened up.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Now Brewer.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Banchero outside. And finished off by Banchero.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
And right, here we go. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Wright, and Wright throws it down hard.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
1:21 left in the first quarter. Outside for Wembenyama. And the rejection by Jackson. Outside Irving. The three. Sinks the triple.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Up top right. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Outside Irving. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Pass to Wembenyama. On the wing, Brewer. Wembenyama. Rebound, Julius Irving. Here's Jackson. The good-looking shot from the wing. Jackson's got 8 points.
Nice play by Jackson Jr., just taking what the defense gives you.
Right from outside. The shot comes out.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Honolulu.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
Now Wembanyama. Following the miss by Jaren Jackson from deep. And it's Kenneth Faried with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Right, left side. Here's Koulibaly. A three-pointer, no good. And now the fast break, Irving with the ball. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Irving. Faried outside. Jackson in the corner. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
That's just unfair. 6'11" Jackson just sinking threes. I guess this is the new NBA.
Second team foul.
Wembanyama, a screen from downtown. And it's rebounded by Dr. J, Julius Irving. And stolen by Wright. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And this kid is just a natural-born scorer. Banchero can post you up, face you up, and also beat you in transition.
Irving for three. Banchero grabs the board.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
And DeLon Wright hits the whistle that time. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And how about Banchero showing some passion there, going in hard and finishing right at the rim.
Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
Jackson's been shooting it with so much confidence. Defense, they can't really slow him down right now.
Here's Wembanyama. He's got 11. Banchero outside for Wembanyama. Good on the triple. Wembanyama's got the lead up to 5 now for Honolulu. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instant. And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now here's Wright. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game.
2 minutes.
Shot clock at 6. So Honolulu calls timeout. They're first. .153 left in the first half. He rifled that one in from distance. And it's an 8-point Honolulu lead.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Fareed with it. Picked up by Banchero. And on the way from Irving for 3. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him. That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Pass to Wright. And finished off by Wright.
The team first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Wright outside. Into the lane. And Wright throws it down hard.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Now, here is Irving. 6 points for him. Fires the 3. Benyama with the rebound. And stolen by Wright. It's stolen by Banchero. Now in transition is Brewer. Here we go. Pass to Coulibaly. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first half. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Goes up on the wing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
Timeout called, Honolulu. Here's Benyama for 3. And so it's Honolulu. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Here's Chalmers. Pass to Coulibaly. From the arc. And the rebound goes to Honolulu. To the right side. Here's Mobo. Misses off the left iron. Chalmers looking around. Reddish with the ball. Here's Coulibaly. Bangs home the trifecta.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
And so it's Chalmers with it. He'll bring it up for Honolulu. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
First team foul.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Fires from deep. Rebound by Mario Chalmers.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Mobo. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Ball's knocked loose. On the wing, Koulibaly. He's got 5. Now, here's Reddish. Here's Chalmers. And Chalmers slams it in.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
And the foul on Cam Reddish.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul.
Chalmers outside. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Chalmers. Still scoreless. Koulibaly, no good. Honolulu leading by 10. Here's Reddish. To the wing right side. Here's Mobo. Nails the baby hook. Mobo's got the lead up to 12 now for Honolulu.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
3 points.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That three-point shot is his bread and butter.
Here's Chalmers. And Chalmers slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And Chalmers slams it in.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Personal foul.
Honolulu shooting their first free throws of the game. The free throw drops for Chalmers.
Mario Chalmers.
And so Chalmers nails both of them.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Pass to Ellison. Here's the screen. Here's Koulibaly. No good on the triple. Honolulu leading by 11. Chalmers outside. There's a screen by Covington. Out to the right wing. Clock at 4. To the paint. Here's Mobo. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Chalmers. And it's blocked. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. A big group substitution here for Honolulu. Koulibaly with it. Shot clock at 3. Shoots a 3. And Wright pulls it down. And so it's Honolulu. Oh, and slam it down!
Yeah, that...
Oh, did you see that?
I'm speechless.
Oh, man. They set the pick. Pass to De Silva. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Wembanyama. And he banks in the layup. Wembanyama's got 18 points in the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's gonna.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Wright. And here is Brewer. With the shot. And yet, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Brewer's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Honolulu. Wright outside. The kick out to Irving. Jacks up a three. And the rebound goes to Honolulu. And now the pass break. Banchero with the ball. Brewer, good.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
The kick out to Fareed. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. A three-pointer is right on target. And Honolulu leads by 20. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Honolulu.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And also, guys, they pushed the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And Wembanyama puts up a deep three. It's Covington on the wing. Back to Wembanyama. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets the three fly. Hits the three-point bomb. Wembanyama's got 21.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Honolulu leading by 17. Wembanyama outside. And the rejection by Jackson. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Irving. And he goes big with the dunk right over Robert Covington.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
Here's Brewer. No good with the triple.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Jackson. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Wembanyama outside. Pass to Wright. On the wing, Brewer. Three-pointer. Brewer grabs the board. Outside, Irving. Over Brewer. Back to Irving. It's taken away by Brewer. Wembanyama, a screen. For the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Wembanyama's got 6 here in this quarter.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now. There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a three like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
Irving up top. Trains it from 17 feet out.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Wembanyama outside. .56 seconds left in the fourth. For 3, Covington. And it's rebounded by Dr. J, Julius Irving. Fareed with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Brewer's shot is off. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Good on the bucket.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Right side, Irving. Over right. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Honolulu. Wembanyama, a screen. Here's Wright, and the dunk by Wright.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
So Honolulu wins it. It was a tale of two teams tonight. Thanks for tuning in. To 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Here we go. And so off the tip, it's Albuquerque. Right with it. Pass to Ayton. Now Beasley. He's covered by Irving. And Michael Beasley good for three. Beasley's got the opening basket of the game for Albuquerque.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Right outside. Now here is Irving. And Irving throws it down.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
Back to Beasley. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Michael Beasley.
Beasley hits them both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Pass to Irving. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Fareed. And the dunk by Fareed.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Now here's Beasley. Following the miss by DeAndre Ayton.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He kept off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Loads of expectations come with going #1 overall, Stan. We all know that. Just ask DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, Kevin, I think he's become one of the more underrated players in this league. He was the top pick in 2018. People will always measure him against that standard. But look, he's averaged a double-double every season in the league. It's not easy to be that consistent.
On the wing, Irving. Spins. And the rejection by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Irving. Here's Jackson. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one is on Beasley.
And here's a guy that's not in coast mode. Jackson gonna give it all he has every minute he's on the floor. That's how he earns the and one.
Here's Abdul Rahim.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Pass to Irving. The three. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Now Beasley. He's got 7. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
Here's Wright, driving inside. And the dunk by Wright.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the sides.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Now here's Wright. Back to Brewer. Shot clock at 6. This one for 3. The offensive rebound. The kick out to Wright. Beyond the arc. It's Beasley on the wing. Tries yet again. Here's Ayton. And the rejection by Jackson. Irving with a clean look. Rebound by Albuquerque. To the middle. Nifty move. Brewer, good.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Right. The kick out to Irving.
Come to me.
Jackson with the screen. Right outside. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting. Free throws you.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Shooting for the away team.
Good on the second free throw. And he makes all 3. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for Albuquerque. Trailing by 2. Irving with the steal. And Dr. J slams it in.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Leading by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here. Through the
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And Caro outside. Clock at 4. Over for Reed. Back to Beasley. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Beasley's got 10.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Right outside. He takes it in. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
For the away team.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Albuquerque trails by 4. Here's Brewer. And again, Albuquerque with the triple.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look. Outside Irving. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Fires from deep. Brewer's shot is off. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Right side. Outside Irving.
To the inside. Here's Jackson. And the rejection by Ayton. Here's Brewer. Oh, and the dunk by Brewer.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Wright for three, and he's good on the three ball. Wright's got the lead up to 4 now for Albuquerque.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That three-point shot is his bread and butter.
Beasley inside. And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Wright outside. Irving up top. Over Brewer. Irving can't get it to go.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Back to Wright. Clock at 6. Albuquerque needs to get a shot off here. Here's Ayton. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
And that one's good. Right.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Banchero outside. Takes it off the glass. Banchero's got the lead back up to 6 now for Albuquerque.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
.104 left here in the second. Here's Brewer. Buries it from three-point range. And now it's a 9-point Albuquerque lead.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for you.
Jackson with the screen. Wright with it. Picked up by Banchero. Here's Jackson. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3. Albuquerque leading by 7. Pass to Banchero. Ayton with it from outside the arc. Rebounded by Jackson. 23 seconds left in the first half of the game. Irving from long range. Rebound by Albuquerque. Banchero inside. To the paint. And the rejection by Jackson. And as it goes out of bounds, Albuquerque able to keep the ball here. For 3, Beasley. And so it's Albuquerque bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. And we'll be back with you shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Here's Koulibaly. Pass to Chalmers. Now Brewer. Just 5 on the clock. Driving in. It's tipped. 3 on 3. Here's Ellison. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Mario Chalmers picks one up. It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls. Good on both. And here is Chalmers. Hangs in the air. Black grabs the board. Albuquerque leading by 9. Out left to the wing. Now here's Reddish. Pass to Ellison. Hits it from 3-point range. Ellison's got the lead up to 12 now for Albuquerque.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And what a strong finish from Banchero. His guys love when he throws it down.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Pass to Chalmers. Koulibaly with it. Still yet to score.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Now Reddish. Here's Ellison. He's got 5. Wants to get it to Reddish and does. Yep, it counts.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Ellison. Good on the triple. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Banchero outside. Down low. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And Albuquerque with the possession. They're on an 11-3 run. Pass to Ellison. Now Reddish. From deep. Drills the three-pointer. Reddish has got 5 now.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
Nailed from three-point land.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
The tray. And again, Albuquerque with the triple.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment. And you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Banchero looking around. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
And here's Chalmers from the arc. Rebound by Albuquerque. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Reddish. Got a hand on it. Ripped away. Koulibaly with it. He has 5. Off target from outside.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving it.
Pass to De Silva. And it's off from three-point range. And Caro outside. With one on the clock. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And so it's Albuquerque controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Albuquerque leading by 20. Right outside. From past the arc. Offensive rebound. Fires for three. And the shot's good from Abdul Rahim.
You don't see the three from Abdul Rahim very often, but this time he's able to knock it down.
Right outside. Left side Irving. Jacks up a three. Cans it from downtown.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
Pass to Brewer. There's the pick from downtown. Doesn't go that time. Irving for three. Over Brewer. A nice shot by Irving. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Beasley outside. Here's the three. Rebounded by Jackson.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Pass to Wright. And stolen by Wright. It's Beasley on the wing. Shoots the three. Albuquerque again can't hit it.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. That's going to send Cam Reddish to the line. That one on Ayton. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Albuquerque.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And the other thing that stands out is just how well they have moved the ball. Everyone's touching it and having a chance to create.
Right from outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
I mean, he hit that shot from the next town over. Kev, what a shot.
Beasley outside. Here's Ayton. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
You know, so much hype around Ayton. Has that rare combination of NBA-ready body, productivity, and upside.
Reddish. A three-pointer, no good.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for Albuquerque. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Goes back up. Shakes him. And the layup is good. And Albuquerque leads by 20.
2 minutes remaining.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And if you want to talk about liftoff, folks, he went right from the launching pad. Serious extended hang time there. Even at full speed, it looked like he was in slow motion. Just amazing.
And here is Wright. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul. Substitution for the away team.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Beasley outside. Just 4 to shoot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
That's on Julius Erving.
Team foul.
That free throw missing.
For 2. Michael Beasley.
And he's good on the second. .124 left in the fourth quarter. Wright outside. And he drives in. The kick out to Erving. Misses the 3.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
And that one's good. Wright.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
And finished off by Wright. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Banchero with the screen. Floats it up for Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Rejected by Banchero.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
Now, here is Erving. Points. That one goes.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Going inside. Ayton wide open. No good on the triple. And so Albuquerque takes the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt. Wednesday afternoon basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's Albuquerque. And Albuquerque with the possession. Beasley outside. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. They grab their own miss. The kick out to Wright. Outside Irving. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. Albuquerque shooting their first foul shot of the game. Beasley with it. Wright sets a screen. Over to the wing. It's tipped. And as it goes out of bounds, Albuquerque able to keep the ball here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
4 on the clock. Beasley for 3. Rebound, Julius Irving. Here's Fareed. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
You know, Fareed is a highly energetic player who takes good shots. I like to see him improve on his defense moving forward.
That one misses.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And stolen by Wright. Here's the break. It's right on the wing. And stolen by Wright. On the wing, Brewer. And again, Albuquerque with the triple.
3 points.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Albuquerque.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And another thing they've done well is push the tempo. They're running the floor and converting on the fast break.
To the inside. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Wright with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Fast break. Here we go. Outside Irving. Wright for 3. Tipped away. And Albuquerque with the possession. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And Wright, no good on that one.
DeLon Wright. 1 shot.
Here's Wright. Pass to Beasley. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Wright, left side. Here's Abdul Rahim.
Hey now! Hey now! Yeah! Cannot afford to give Abdul Rahim prime-time real estate inside because he's dunking it on top of your head if you do.
Now, here is Irving. Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Second personal foul.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
And he makes all 3.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Kicks it out to Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Right down low. Marino wide open, looks for Irving. Drains it from beyond the arc. Irving's got 6.
How about Irving stretching out the defense, making the most of a rare trip behind the arc?
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And here is Wright. Beasley outside. Just 4 to shoot. Takes a shot at the elbow. Rebounded by Jackson. Pass to Fareed. Rebound by Albuquerque. Inside. Beasley outside. Right wing. Here's Abdul-Rahim.
A terrific defender. And Jackson, one of those guys with great timing when he goes for the shot block and not afraid to send a message as well.
Irving with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. Offensive rebound. Outside Irving. Brewer with the steal. By himself. And Brewer with the stuff.
Fantastic athleticism from Brewer there. His arms that go forever, it seems, make it easy for him to dunk it down.
Now here's Jackson. Here's the 3. Brewer with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
This one for 3. Beasley outside. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Beasley's got 10.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Albuquerque out in front. They're up by 9. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what stands out to you from Albuquerque in this one so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
5 on the clock. On its way from Irving for 2. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but hey, you take it when it comes.
To the middle. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, big-time dunk by Banchero. I like seeing the aggressive side of this young man.
Fareed looking for an opening. Screen by Fareed. Irving for 3. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. Banchero outside. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Brewer. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. To the paint. Here's Fareed. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Down low. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Pass to Irving. And stolen by Wright. And Wright throws it down hard.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that guy.
And finished off by Banchero.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Irving. And Irving throws it down.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
And that one's good, Ayton.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
They get it back. Outside for Jackson.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Jackson with the screen. It's stolen by Banchero. And now the fast break. Banchero with the ball. Beasley with it. Now guarded by Fareed. Pass to Ayton. Floats it up for Beasley. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Irving from long range. Good on the three-point shot. Irving's got 7 points for the quarter.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Back to Fareed. Rejected by Banchero.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
1:06 left in the second quarter. Irving from long range. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Back to Brewer. Pass to Banchero. Just 5 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Always a threat to score. Banchero, that time with a sweet find.
Here's Wright. And finished off by Wright.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
No good from Beasley. And Fareed has it in the corner. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. He got it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so that brings the first half to a close. Albuquerque leads by 12. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's stolen by Reddish. He's all alone. Here's Black. Pass to Coulibaly. From downtown, drills the three-pointer. Coulibaly's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Off and running right out the bat here to start the second half.
That's exactly what they want. Get him into the offensive flow right away and then keep it going.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Here's Banchero. Makes it off the glass. Banchero's got 6.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. Well, with his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Pass to Coulibaly. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has, becoming an elite competitor people fear almost instantly.
Fires the three. And again, Albuquerque with the triple.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
Here's Black. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Here's Reddish. And again, Albuquerque with a triple.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Coulibaly. Back to Chalmers. Pass to De Silva. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
On the wing, Coulibaly. There's the lob to Banchero. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Nice work by Banchero, making himself available for the alley-oop pass. He's developing great court awareness.
Now, here's Brewer. Nothing on the board.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Chalmers. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
Getting work done inside. Chalmers not being dissuaded by his size.
Here's Reddish. And it's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Albuquerque able to keep the ball here. There's 1:40 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Banchero.
Man, I love how quick Brewer is on defense. He's alert, he's aware, uses his speed and length, pouncing on his man and making life really hard for him.
Now, here's Chalmers. And that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Albuquerque leading by 19. To the left wing. Here's Banchero. And again, it's Albuquerque.
Excellent work in the screen and roll. Banchero solid at knowing when to shoot in those sets.
Pass to Coulibaly. Ellison with the rebound. Launches it from deep. And it's Banchero missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And finished off by Banchero.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Here's Black, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
On the wing, Brewer. It's stolen by Banchero. Got it up. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Albuquerque out in front, opening up a huge gap. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And it's Wright with the ball for Albuquerque. From the arc, trains the three-pointer. Wright's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Albuquerque.
Yeah, Wright does a nice job sizing up the defense and cashing in. Very comfortable in the pick and roll.
Now Brewer pass to Beasley. Oh, Ayton in position. Irving with the steal. Now here's Wright. Back to Fareed. The kick out to Irving. And then Irving slams it in.
Artistry and poetry in motion. Irving can create in the air as well as anybody.
Here's Wright. Kicks it out to Beasley. To the paint. And it's Brewer finishing it off.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Irving for three. Rebound by Albuquerque. And now, running off the court, Brewer pushing it up.
Oh, nice recognition from Abdul-Rahim, knowing exactly when to go up for that alley-oop.
Wright with it. Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Shoots the three. Good on the triple. Abdul-Rahim's got 5 points now in the quarter. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Albuquerque.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game, as a result of good defense, has been very strong.
And here is Brewer. And again, Albuquerque with the triple.
3 points.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes. It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
A wide open look here for Wright. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Fires for three. They recover it. Inside. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
Personal foul.
That one is on Beasley. And the first one at the line is good.
1 for 2.
And so Wright nails both of them. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Banchero up top. Lets it go with the three. They get it again. Beyond the arc. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And they're running. Brewer's shot is off. And Albuquerque with the possession. Pass to Ayton. Now here's Beasley. He's covered by Irving. The three. And Michael Beasley good for three.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Irving for three. Hits it from three-point range. Irving's got 7 points for the quarter.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And Wright throws it down hard.
He could have walked to the basket.
Here's Brewer. And it's Brewer finishing it off. That was a big one. You could hear it.
And sometimes the silence of a crowd can speak volumes.
Three-pointer right. Brewer with the rebound. Right, looking around. Fires from deep. No good that time.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
.29 left in the game.
Hey, the terrific instincts and timing that Fareed has, coupled with his reach, that lets him block a lot of shots.
Beasley outside. 4 on the shot clock. And it's Ayton missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now Irving. Whoa! I can't believe that.
I just saw.
Oh my
Unreal.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
But confidence
goodness.